What's up, guys? It's Drew. This goes out to all you people out there that like to call people Uncle Toms, Coons, sellouts, and so forth. I just got to say one thing to you, okay? First of all, let's just get straight to it, okay? You've never been on a plantation. You've never been whipped by a slave master. You've never picked cotton. You've never been a slave. And yet, you want to relive that pain day to day. I mean, we live in America, one of the wealthiest countries in the world. Everybody out here is getting it. And then there's people like you. You're out there fighting ghosts and shit. And you want me to join you. And what's your leverage? What happens if I don't join you? You're going to call me a sellout? You're going to call me an Uncle Tom? That's the best you have to offer me? That's the punishment? Okay. And then what's the reward if I join you? What do I get for joining your movement? Do I get some kind of plaque? I get a compliment that I have knowledge of self? I mean, what do I get from joining your movement? That's what I want to know. For all you people out there that like to call people Uncle Toms and sellouts and coons, I mean, think about it. It's 2016, and day to day, you're exposing yourself to propaganda that only serves to make you more miserable in a time where you're not directly experiencing any of these things. And you want me to join you in your delusion. All I gotta say is, no way. No way. Think about what you're asking me to do. You know, when I make these videos, right? And when I put out things, my angle is always positive. Besides just make America great again, because that's not my slogan. I'm always talking about how people can kind of drop the dead weight, motivate themselves, go out and get what they want in life. You know, positive things, build, provide for their families, look for opportunities economically. I'm always talking about those things. And then the only thing that my detractors and my antagonists have to say to me is that I'm a sellout. But the real question is, like, why should those things make somebody a sellout? And if those things make somebody a sellout, is there something wrong with the person, or is there something wrong with the culture that person is a sellout from? These are questions you got to ask yourself. So it's like this. I'm asking you guys again. It's 2016. You're talking about issues that happened hundreds of years ago. You're talking about slavery. You're talking about things that you've never been through personally. And yet, I mean, just imagine all the positive energy and all the goodwill and all the things that you could come up with if you didn't have all these negative ideas weighing you down in your subconscious. Think about it. Think about how much potential your brain would unleash. Think about how much misery you wouldn't experience. But instead, you project yourself into this reality that has never been your reality. You've never lived that kind of reality. You've never, that's not you. And then you might say, oh, well, your ancestors did. Well, you are not your ancestors. I mean, my ancestors weren't slaves, but my ancestors lived in Africa and they went through some stuff. Are their experiences now my experiences? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of you really disappoint me because it's like you're so young and you have so much opportunity. And when I was your age, I wasn't weighed down by the same things that you guys are manually putting on yourselves. And it's like there's enough out there to weigh you down. There's enough obstacles in the world to weigh you down. The last thing you need is activist culture penetrating every form of your life. Think about it. And I'm not saying it's not okay to be knowledgeable about things that happened in the past. I think it's okay to be knowledgeable about them. But to repeat them verbatim over and over again, to read the same books, to watch the same entertainment over and over and over again, all you're subconsciously doing is telling yourself that you're not worth it or that people hate you. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. And the bad thing about it is that you want to take people who are positive, like myself, and you want me to join you in your delusion. You want me to join you in your dysfunction for no other reason than the fact that it would make you feel comfortable. Think about that. Really. I mean, how many people do you know with that kind of mindset that the world is out to get them because of what they look like? How many people with that kind of mindset actually make progress in this world? How many of them have fruitful relationships? How many of them positively integrated to society? Think about it. I want you guys to really think about this. Because when you guys call me a coon or an Uncle Tom or a self-hater, to me, it's just like you're just confirming that I've actually been successful and I've actually done something with my life. That's all you're doing. Because you know what? I very rarely hear successful people call other successful people that. I very rarely hear successful people call unsuccessful people that. The only place that this kind of language comes from is people who are unsuccessful trying to bring down successful people. That's the trend. So, by that confirmation, if you're calling me an Uncle Tom or a sellout, it means that you, on some kind of level, think that I'm successful. You just think that I had to do certain things to get there. But you're incorrect. The only thing I had to do was work my ass off and provide value. And you know what? I don't care who you are. If you do that, 9 times out of 10, in most places, all things being equal, caterers paribus, you will be successful too. Provide value. Do something. Lead with some other skill, talent, or trait other than the color you were born in, the gender you were born with. Lead with that. Lead with your talents and your skills. And if you don't have any, develop some. That's it. That's it. That's all I got to say. Because honestly, at this point, you know, you people that say that constantly, it doesn't pain me. It doesn't upset me. If anything, it just disappoints me to know that your mind is there when it could be here in 2016. It could be here. You could be out there getting opportunities, designing apps, investing in the stock market, making a business, succeeding, providing for your family, economically uplifting yourself, your brothers and your sisters. But instead, you're out here perpetuating black pain. That's fucking sad. That's sad. We have so many opportunities. Don't let it pass you by. America's a beautiful country, and we're going to make it even better. Peace.